Good morning. Started the day with a climb, but what else is new? I was laughing to myself. I'm like, why does every day start with a climb? I'm like, because all you do all day long is go up a mountain, down a mountain, up a mountain, down a mountain. So naturally, there will be a climb. And rarely do I stay at the top of a mountain. Though I will in the Bigelows, but that's a few days away. Just the way that the miles work and the elevation, it's either a day harder than I want right now, or I stop at a shelter high up between the Bigelows, which I think will be beautiful, actually. Could be very, very cold. That's all right. I got what I need. I just pray it isn't raining, because if it's raining, it'll be horribly cold and very uncomfortable, but that's a few days away. We'll see what. But I am not at the top yet. I have a little bit more, I think. This was my first view of the day. About a half an hour in. I'm like thinking, whoa, look at this, these people. I don't know if they have a view or those trees are in the way, but I thought that was pretty nice. Anyway, just wanted to say good morning. I'm the only one out here right now. It's nice, it's quiet, peaceful. But we must keep going. So journey on I will. I can't stand this section. My phone has brightened it up. I didn't ask it to. I turned off all the things, but it's brightening it up. But what I'm really in is like a darker, a dim, just ugly, 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 lonely. Look at this. This is what everything looks like. Just ugly and dead and rotting. I see the sun. I'm hoping I don't see it over here, though. I think I'm going to turn left, probably. But it's just climb, climb, climb in this ugly, 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 lonely, damp, depressing section. And I am alone. You know, I can be alone, but this section is just making it, feel so isolated. I can't believe my phone brightened it up. It makes it look happy, but it's not happy. I don't like this section. Sometimes I don't stop and take film of sections that I don't know if you could tell, but this is going straight up. And I'm tired of stopping because it's going slow enough with me moving. But I have to keep moving. So I'm not going to do this for much longer, but I see the sun up there. I think I'm getting to the top. I'm praying that I don't hike in this all day. I'm hoping this is just a section to connect mountains because it is ugly and I don't like it at all. Okay, that's that. All right. So as usual, it doesn't look as steep as it really is. But look, they got railings all the way up. I'm very, very thankful for this rebar. And these railings, like I've never seen these before. I've not seen them in the whites, but they have them here, which I am very grateful for. All right, time to go up. I don't know what it is. Oh, oh, hey, little fella. Oh my gosh. Sitting right on the trail. Hi. I wonder if this is eating the pine cones also. Maybe when I get a... Oh, look at cleaning its feathers. Oh my goodness. Whatever you are, just doing your out in the wild thing. Ah, oh my gosh, I love you. I don't know what you are, but I love you. So maybe it's not eating at all. Whatever it's kicking up on itself, perhaps, is meant to help clean its feathers. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, Munchkin, I don't want to scare you, but I do have to keep going. Oh my gosh, I love you. I will Google and find out what you are. You are beautiful and I love you. But I must get closer. So I suspect you will fly away. And I wish I could. Oh, see, I've got it 6.3 times. So it's very wobbly. But if I start walking, because it's up a flat, straight, a slanted rock, I'm not going to be able to capture it, I don't think. But it's like it has no idea I'm here or doesn't care. Hi, baby. All right, let's see if I do this. Maybe it's less wobbly. Now, I know it's going to be awful for you guys at home, but I am going to try. Oops, see, I can't even do this because what I want is when it sees me, it goes away. I want to see it fly away or whatever it does. Okay. All right, I'm trying. I am trying. I don't know how successful I will be because I got to go up this flat rock. Oh my goodness, it's huge. Hi, baby, you're huge. What are you? Oh my gosh. All right, I know this video's long, but oh my gosh, what a cutie, whatever it is. You're a big fella. Or a woman. I don't know what you are. Can I come by? I don't want to get attacked. Oh, wait. Did I read something about there was some kind of bird that was attacking hikers? Eeks, I wonder if this is it. All right, so I think we've seen enough, and now I'm going to go back and see if the comments... I don't need to get my head whacked or pecked at. But the comment I read said the bird was protecting its young. I don't see this one protecting its young. Just cleaning itself. But okay. You're adorable, but 3.5 minutes is enough. I love you. Have a great day. I must come by your way. I might find a different route. I might bushwhack to get around you. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. Well, it does not seem like this one wants to harm me. As soon as it spotted me, it went into the woods. Bye-bye, baby. Bye-bye. And here is the summit, finally, of that wretched climb. Turns out it is Old Blue Mountain. There you are. Let's see. Zoom in on you. 3,600 feet of elevation. Yep. And guess what? I never want to climb you again, ever. Sorry, you were ugly. Sorry. Except for that cute little bird thing. I have no interest in this mountain ever again. Okay, so now we are off, and we shall follow the white blazes down to Old Bemis Mountain. And then there is, I think it's Old Bemis Mountain North. Yeah, don't ask me to remember that. I just know there's two with the name Bemis in it. Okay, off we go. Oh, wow. I wonder if somebody has, it's way too obvious. That is a campsite. But where in the world did they get water? Ah, somebody carried water up here. Ah, yeah, that's why I will not stealth on the top of a mountain. I'm not carrying water that far or that high. Water weighs 2 pounds a liter. So I like 4 liters. That's what I usually use typically. That's my goal for at night. I collect that, and then 2 20-ounce bottles are part of that are ready to go for the next day. That way I don't have to worry about it right out, that morning, like, whoa, where's the next water source? I have it. So yes, 4 liters of water and 40 ounces is part of my supply for the next day to get started with. But yeah, I am not carrying that up a mountain. 36 feet in elevation. I'm just not. But it looks pretty sweet. I bet people who do enjoy it immensely. All right, I gotta put my phone away. Until later. I've seen a bunch of these toads on this mountain. Probably because it's so damp and wet and icky. Yeah, the descent is just about the same. I'm gonna lose my balance because it's all rocks. Yeah, see, it's just as miserable. Everything is just rotted. Hey, baby, not you, you're cute. Everything's just rotting. It's like so wet that it just falls over, rots, just becomes ugliness. And there's just so much moss. I never disliked moss so much in my life. I remember day hiking and thinking, oh my gosh, the whole area is covered in moss. It's so beautiful. And now I just think it is so depressing. I swear the damp and the wet and the cold and the dark just kills everything. Maybe the moss is the only thing that survives in this conditions. Again, it's like rainforest, or all that I can imagine a rainforest being. Yeah, it's just everywhere. Yeah. Okay, I can't hike fast with this thing in my hand, and I want to get out of here. I am so hoping Bemis Mountain is not more of this. That's what I'm hoping. All right, off we go. So I feasted on wild blueberries. There are zillions and zillions and zillions and zillions, all ripe and ready for the picking. I could have spent hours here. I'm trying to get them, but I think I ate all the ones on the edge. Anyway, here's my most recent picking, but I've had a lot more. Anyway, so yummy. You know what? I was afraid to eat the wild blueberries. I said, for all I know, I'll eat some poisonous berry, but I finally concluded these are blueberries. They are nothing else. So, yeah, delicious. A little warm, but delicious. Anyway, must move on. Can't stay hours and hours, though I could. There is enough that I could stay hours upon hours upon hours and eat blueberries, but I will move on and leave some for the other thru hikers. Just so many, 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 many blueberries. Yummy, my favorite. Oh, if you could get deep in there, but we don't want to crush the plants. Look at all the big ones out there. Nah, you can't see them. I can see them. All right, moving along. And that direction. almost to the summit of Bemis Mountain Second Peak. That's what it's called. Beautiful day yet again. Just as I am descending Bemis Mountain Second Peak. Oh my gosh. Ah, so great. This totally makes up for the ugliness they put me through this morning. Oh yeah. I forgive the trail now. Shoot. This little guy just ran across the trail in front of me. But he was on the move, so couldn't get my phone out quick enough. I have a feeling it's the same type as the other one this morning, but this might be a male. Oh well. Bye, little cutie. I know my phone wants to focus on the tree now. Let's see. Well, yeah, not much more to see. Bye, little cutie. Enjoy the afternoon. I gotta get going anyway. Bye-bye. I love you. Good evening. So, I'm actually starting this video at a reasonable hour. I just might not be in the dark when I finish. That's new. Anyway, no, for real. I did the 12.3 miles today. It was a lot of gain. I did 3 mountains. What did I do? Old Blue Mountain, Bemis Mountain, and Bemis Mountain Second Peak, right? Old Blue Mountain was steep. I didn't mind the beginning of Old Blue Mountain. It actually started out like every other mountain. It's got its steep parts, but nothing I haven't faced throughout this entire trail. And then you saw what happened. You saw what happened. It just like dumped me into this very damp, dark, depressing, lonely, ugly, just, it looked like so much rot and death of the forest, you know? Like the forest was just rotting away. Trees were toppled over. Stumps were rotting away. It just looked like death. And I didn't like it. It was sad is what it was. And I didn't like it. And I know my video makes it look all bright and happy because you know what? I didn't ask my phone to change that. It just did it. Whatever, phone. So, but it was. Finally, I get on the top of Blue Mountain and things did pick up. Although it did send me right back down because can't go up another mountain unless we take you all the way back down again. But then once I got up Bemis Mountain, and that was also a lot of the same. It must be the region. It must be just this area, because Bemis Mountain was very much the same as Old Blue Mountain. A lot of damp, wet, dead, rotting trees. Okay, but once I got up there, then things kind of picked up. There was a lot of the, flat rocks that you want your grippy shoes for. I stayed up high. Oh my gosh, a zillion blueberries. I, I had planned not to eat any berries on the trail because I didn't want to make a mistake and eat a poison berry and then die like Chris McCandless or something. But no, that's not funny. He died of a poison potato or something because he mistakened it. Thought it was a good potato when it was a bad potato. Whatever. That's very sad. But I was very sure that I could make the same mistake, even though I know what wild blueberries look like. Finally today I couldn't stand it anymore because they are just everywhere on the mountains. I mean, no wonder there's bears. Bears want blueberries. I bet the moose want blueberries. But so zillions upon zillions of blueberries, and I finally couldn't help myself. I'm like, I know what a blueberry is. So I just started chowing down blueberries today. And now that I'm not dead, I think I'm going to continue to eat blueberries while they are ripe and in season, because they are so plentiful. There's just zillions of them. That was awesome. They are, if you get them on top of the mountain, though, they're warm because they've been in the sun. That's different. But if you go down a little, they're mostly toward the top. But if you go just down slightly, they're not in the beating sun. They're a little cooler, but whatever. That doesn't matter. They're so delicious, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so yeah, got done. It was, you know what? At first, I was going so slow that I was afraid I was going to get here at like 6:30 at night. I know that's really weird, but sometimes you just can't predict the pace, because literally I was doing 1.25 miles per hour. That's slow, right? But it was because I was climbing so much. And yes, there were steep sections and whatever, but I was climbing so much. And the terrain, when I was in that depressing section, lots of roots, lots of rocks. I had to step over and crawl under a ton of fallen trees. So that slows you down. So here I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I am never getting to this campsite. I am going to be on trail all day. I was nervous. As it turns out, I got here at 3:30. So, I mean, later than yesterday. But anyway, so I was supposed to stop at the road. I thought it said that on the map. I thought it said on the road there were good campsites, but it must have meant by the stream, because I went 2/10 further and I've got this talk about, we got water scarcity problems, but not in that stream. That stream is gushing. It's beautiful, and the water tastes so good. The water from yesterday, even though I got it, further down, and it went through the rocks and did its little natural filtering thing, this morning when I went and got more water this morning, it tasted like pond. It was gross. I'm just like, I can't drink this. So, it's filtered, it's good, but it tastes, sometimes the taste doesn't come out, right? So I put my electrolytes in it to mask the taste, because I didn't have any choice. I had to drink that. There wasn't a lot of water, but I was already guzzling this stuff. Clean and fresh, just like fresh spring water. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay. And I'm tucked away. You'll see it. I'm going to take a video, but I'm tucked away. It's not like, in this big wide section with a million other people. It's all by my little self. And I honestly haven't seen a lot of people. I'm like, where is everybody? I knew, like, okay, maybe at 3:30 there weren't going to be a lot of people coming by, but I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of people, and it's after 7 now. Oh well, doesn't bother me. So today started out hard and disappointing, I guess. I just didn't like what I was hiking through, as you know. But then But then it picked up. And the views, as you saw the views in the videos, spectacular. So that was great. But also, I met Mobile, Kelly. I've referred to her both by both names. She was the Ironman ultra runner. She's with her friend Ginger. They were just doing a 3 or 4 day section, and they stopped at the lean-to that's a couple miles back, I want to say. So I'm probably not going to see her again, which is sad, because she was really nice and so helpful, so willing to fill me in, because she's a section hiker. She's already climbed Katahdin. She's already done the 100-mile wilderness. 100-mile wilderness. Did I tell you about the 100-mile wilderness? Yeah, there's a 100-mile wilderness coming. Anyway, she's done it. And she told me, she gave me all sorts of information about it, advice about it, her wisdom. Like she said, the first 40 miles are going to be just like all this. All the climbing, all the routes, all the rocks, everything that we've been doing throughout this whole trail. But then she said the next 60 are actually quite nice. Flattish, easy-ish, she said she was doing the first 40, she was doing 8 to 10 miles a day. She said after that, she was doing 20-mile days. I don't know. Wow. That's amazing. Because 60 divided by 20 is only 3 days. Oh my gosh. I had read and heard you had to bring 10 days of food through the 100-mile wilderness. But listen, I think things have changed. I don't have all the facts on that. So before I go telling you what the 100-mile wilderness is or isn't, I want to get more information. I know what I've read and I know what I used to know. I don't know what it's evolved into. Okay. Yeah, they used to say that you had to bring 10 days worth of food because there were no roads in or out. Once you were in the 100-mile wilderness, you were in, and that was it. But I don't think it's like that anymore. But I'm going to find out, and I will let you know. Also, the good news today, I was up high enough that I had cell service quite a bit, which was super helpful in sorting out my package dilemma. Well, Ken and Jill over at Camp 43 are so great. I really wish I got to stay there because it looks pretty cool. They have canoes and kayaks that you can use. It sounds like a very cool place. I wish I could have stayed there. I probably wouldn't have even used the kayaks, to be honest, because I would have wanted to. I probably wouldn't have, because I would have got there later in the day and had all my chores to do and wouldn't have really had time. So unless I was planning to zero there, probably wouldn't have even got to use all the cool stuff, if I'm being honest. Okay, but that's irrelevant. You can go there and zero and get to use all the cool stuff. But Ken and Jill run the place, and they are going to bring me my package at 4 o'clock tomorrow to a road crossing where I was planning to pitch my tent near. So if I go across the road and into the woods a little bit, there's supposedly a great camp area. I was planning to stay there for the night. Well, they're going to bring my package there. So the only thing now I have to do is make sure that I'm there by 4. I told them 4. They did not just pick that number. I actually told them anytime after 4. Based on my last couple days, I hope that's true. I'm actually going to get up a smidge early tomorrow just to make sure that I get an early start. I got out at 6:45 today. Later than I wanted to, but oh well. You know why? I hit the snooze. This morning I don't know. Oh, I'll tell you why. So I woke up at 2:30 and couldn't get back to sleep. But I did eventually. Wasn't up at 2:30 for the rest of the day. I think I fell asleep probably around 3:30. But I lost an hour of sleep, right? But that happens at home too, so that's nothing new. Like, that could easily happen in my bedroom. So, but last night, so 2:30 I wake up and I'm just like, oh, come on, go back to sleep. At around 3:15, I heard something very, very, very large splashing through the water of the pond that was right next to me. I whipped on my glasses. I was like hoping so bad whatever it was would come out our direction. I mean, it could have been a moose. It could have been a bear. But I fell short of jumping out of the tent and checking it out. I wish I did, actually. But something very, very, very big splashed across that pond last night at 3:15. Well, this morning? 3:15 this morning. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. So based on my last couple days, I think I should be able to get to that camp place by 4. But they're bringing me my package, which is all my food resupply. You know what? I don't need to go into town. Why would I go into town? All I need is my food. You'll see it when I take the video. I've rinsed out all my clothes. They stink to high heaven. So I rinsed them all out. I'm just praying they're at least dry or mostly dry by morning. Because if it's cold, I'm not going to like it, but they dry quick. Yeah, so my package is sorted out. Oh, I lied to you. I did not do a 4,000 footer today. That's actually not even tomorrow even. It's the next day. So tomorrow is more climbing. I forget the names of what mountains I'm doing. I'm actually hoping to do 14.5 miles tomorrow. And it's, if you can believe it, it's just shy of 3,000 feet of gain. So unless the terrain is really technical and ugly, I should have no problem doing that and getting here by 4, getting wherever settled by 4. But that, right now I am at 63.8. Yeah, 1963.8. Yes. And my amazing campsite. Day started out rough, but ended fabulously. I think that's really it. I know I'm blathering on and not saying very much, am I? I almost wonder if I should do this video over and spare you all. But I'm not gonna, so hopefully I haven't lost y'all. But yeah, so Kelly/Mobile was amazing. I really enjoyed getting to know her. She's in the picture. She's the blonde. I took it this morning before I left the campsite. And yeah, tomorrow should be good. But anyway, that's that. And then it's going to get rough. Then we're going to hit the 4,000 footers, and I'm going to have a string of days that are rough. And tomorrow, I'm going to try and get my next hostel stay on the books so that I don't run into this trouble where, oh, we're sorry, we're booked. Princess Slacker seems to think it might be the southbounders, that the southbounders are all like setting out now, and because we didn't have to contend with them before, right? Because Katahdin opened, Katahdin might have opened in May, then it closed for a couple of weeks, then it opened again. But this is about the time, August is about the time that the southbounders start, because they want to be through the whites before it gets cold so they can be headed south, right? So now we have southbounders. And I was saying, I don't know if I know how to play nice with others. If they keep taking my hostel spots, I'm going to be very put out. But I don't have that much longer to go. So anyway, I'm going to call a place in Stratton, and then I'll be out of food. I'll need to get some more. So anyway, all right. I'm blathering on for nothing now. I will call this a wrap. Yeah, that's what I'll say. It's a wrap. And I will pick this up again tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Bye. So here's where my little campsite is. And here is our stream, famous stream. So you can see we don't have a water scarcity problem here. Oh my gosh, and the water, it tastes so good. And I was able to get all cleaned up and rinse my clothes. And anyway, this is how close it is to my campsite. Look at this. Just this cute little path that somebody has obviously tamped down over the years. let's see. And so I just have this little, you see, it's all, here we can even, go back. You can see it's all enclosed. So nobody else around me. There's my clothes. I rinsed them out almost immediately when I got here. So, I mean, the shirt was probably like 4 o'clock. The pants probably 4:30. Anyway, I'm hoping that, yes, please, please, please let them be mostly dry by morning. But see, it's just perfect. It's flat. It's pine needles. It's perfect. I was able to make my dinner right there. Got my water hanging. Yeah, no, it's perfect. And this little path here, there's the trail, like right where those 2 trees are. So, pack up in the morning, and I'm right on trail. Yep, this is what I love. This is what I love. I do not love when I have to walk half a mile. Sometimes, sometimes it's a quarter mile, but I have walked a half a mile to get to the shelter. Anyway, all right. You can see a beautiful sky. The night is coming. So I shall say good night to you all. Until tomorrow. Goodbye.